Hi, I'm Babydoll from Not Your Granny's Farm, and it is supper time here, and I just thought it would be a great opportunity to show you how to, shuck, clean, and cream corn. So we're just gonna dive right in. Right, I've gotten here are a couple of ears from the supermarket. We are having shepherd's pie tonight. Now, a lot of people like to put their vegetables in their shepherd's pie, but I, for one, prefer a side of homemade cream corn. Yummy. So you're just gonna split your hairs at the top and pull it down. And the more hairs you can get while you're pulling down the leaves, the better off you're gonna be. It's gonna keep you from doing the tedious work of getting the hairs off later. I probably could have did a better job on that one, and you're just gonna get all these little fine hairs off. Now this part I like to take and just snap off. No knife necessary. So we're gonna get all of our hairs off. Now you do wanna make sure you remove all the little hairs, because if not, you're gonna have them between your teeth while you're eating your corn at supper, and no one wants that. So here we are, beautiful piece of corn, beautiful ear. And we're just gonna do one more, and then we're gonna move on after I complete them. I'm not gonna have you just, oh, that wouldn't work on me. And just pull it down. On both sides. And snap. And get your hairs off. Now, a lot of people like to take their knife and chop off the top part of the corn like that. And then we're just gonna go ahead and get the rest of these ears off. Hairs off. Let's get the ears off. All right, there we are. You wanna do one more? Okay. So remember, we take the hairs, we split them, roll it down on both sides, remove the little excess hair, and snap at the end, and a beautiful ear you have. So I'm gonna finish up doing these, and then I'll be right back to show you how we wash it and cream it. So we are here with our corn, and I have my hot water. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I don't want it to splash all over me. And we are just gonna wash our corn. There we go. Make sure there's no dirt in between the kernels. And if you see any little hairs that may have missed you, go ahead and feel free to take them off at that time. We're almost done. Okay, so next we are gonna go and cream some corn. Okay, so now we have our corn, and what we're gonna do is take our blade and cut a very thin layer off the corn. Now this can get messy because these kernels like to pop all over the place. You do not want to go all the way down to the cob. Just very lightly get those outside kernels off. Okay, and this is what you're gonna be left with. Now you're gonna take that same blade and scrape the cob. Releasing the milk, as Grandma used to say. Just scrape your cob. And this is how you cream corn. Again, you're going to take your blade and get that outer layer of the kernel off, but you're going to leave the meat on there. You do not want to cut all the way down to your cob. And again, this part can be messy. This is what you're left with. Now take your knife and scrape down to the cob. This is our cream corn accumulating here in this tray. I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna finish them and then we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Gently get that out of cob. And then scrape. And just go all the way around. And you'll be able to feel when there's nothing left on there. You'll be able to feel when you've gotten all the corn out. And this is what it's like. This is what it looks like after you've scraped it. Looks empty, depleted of everything. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna finish these up. I'll be right back. Hi, and we're back at Not Your Granny's Farm, and I'm gonna show you what the corn looks like after I've scraped all the cobs. As you can see, there's nothing left to these cobs. Now, if you take a look to my left, I have the bowl of our freshly creamed corn. And you can see here at the bottom where the cream is starting to accumulate in the bottom of the bowl. Now, as my daughter said, Mom, that's enough for one person. We love our corn. Actually, this is a lot of corn. What you're gonna do is, well, a lot of people like to take their bacon and fry it. And then they save their grease, and then they fry their corn in their bacon grease and use the leftover bacon to top off their corn, which is delicious. Fattening, but delicious. I take regular old butter and brown it, and then I simmer my corn for about 10 to 15 minutes. After that, I add some flour water. Now my flour water is made up of about 2 teaspoons of flour and a cup of water, which acts as a great thickening agent. So that's gonna add more cream. That's when you're gonna get the most cream. It's gonna be creamy, it's gonna be delicious. You're gonna let that simmer about another 10 minutes, cooking it a total of 20 to 25 minutes. And then you add your salt and pepper to your liking. And there you have it, your creamed corn. Let it sit about 5 minutes to thicken it up, and then you're ready to serve your family. So there you have it. We have shucked, cleaned, and creamed our corn. Time to get supper started. So thank you for joining me, and stay tuned to Not Your Granny's Farm for more farming events.